Mike and Gail Seastrom.
I'm going to preface this by saying that Mike is not the handiest guy to have around the house, although he's my favorite man to have around the house. But every once in a while when he gets ready to go out of town, there's things that have been left undone.
Well, honey, I'm on my way. I've almost got my stuff packed, and I'll be right out the door in just a minute.
Well, before you go, that wall plug, you promised me you'd fix that wall plug before you left.
Honey, what do I look like? An electrician? I've got stuff packed. I've got to get going. You know, I'm running a little bit late.
I'll let you go on the wall plug, but the dishwasher is full of water. You got to take care of the dishwasher.
What do I look like? A plumber? Honey, I'm running.
Okay, I'm going to let those two slide. But the furnace, you know how cold it is. Are you going to go and leave me without the furnace working?
What do I look like? A furnace man? Honey, I know I got those things to do. Listen, when I get back, I'll get them all done, okay?
Yeah,
I'll take care of them when I get back, okay?
Have a good trip.
All right? Okay.
Yeah.
I'll see you. I'll see you.
Good.
All right.
Time passes.
Time passes. That's my line.
Okay.
Hey, babe, it's nice to see you. God,
Hi,
good to see you.
How are you? Okay. Okay.
I like that part the best. Well, it's kind of not. Listen, I thought about it. I'm going to fix all those things that we were talking about before.
Don't worry about it.
First thing, I'm going to take care of that plug.
Nope, no problem.
You got it?
Had it taken care of.
You got it fixed?
Yeah.
The dishwasher. I can fix the dishwasher.
I appreciate that, but you know what? I had it fixed too.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'll take care of the furnace.
Just to show you that I'm not helpless, I had the furnace taken care of too.
You had a handyman.
Yes,
You got a handyman.
I had a handyman.
All right. What did you have to pay him?
Well, you know, that's kind of an interesting story, you know. I actually offered, you know, to either give him some cake or a little sex.
So what kind of cake did you bake him?
What do I look like, Betty Crocker? Hey, Mike.
Ho.
You know, I have been so good lately.
Yeah?
That, you know, the pastor at my church told me that because I've been so good, he's going to let me choose the hymns.
Choose the hymn?
Uh-huh. And actually, I'm going to choose him. Oh, I'm not done yet. And I'm going to choose him. And they're going to be part of our next skit.
This is a little skit that we have really enjoyed over the years, and as it turns out, it was written by Becky Osgood. And it's a great little skit. We've used it at not only square dance weekends and camps, but we've used it at YMCA functions and church groups, and it's a fun little thing. As you notice, there are 4 different hats that each one of these volunteers or these hymns have. And each hat represents, well, there's one hat for a man, and this is the father, so you guys can see the father's hat. Okay, go ahead and try that on. Make sure that's the father, okay? And then we've got Billy, which is the son, all right? That's the baseball hat, all right? That's Billy. And then we've got Mother, which is the larger hat right there. And let's try that Mother on. Ooh. And then there's Jane. And, of course, Jane's hat looks a little different from the rest here. Very good. All right. Now, the story goes like this. And as we read their names, you can put the appropriate hat on so that they know which character that we're talking about here, okay? Got them all set. Okay. And the story goes like this, the hat story. Once upon a time, in a heavily mortgaged little house in suburbia, there lived a typical American family. There was father, the breadwinner and the all-knowing head of the family. There was mother, the faithful housewife and the real head of the family. And there was Billy, the typical all-American Boy Scout, and Jane, the typical all-American Girl Scout. One bright Saturday morning, as father read the sports page and mother set the breakfast table, Billy came running into the room. "Father," he shouted. "Mother," he shouted even louder. "Remember what you promised?" "Or no, Father?" "Why, no," replied Mother. in a wise way that Father and Mother usually responded to idiotic questions from Billy. You promised to take Jane and me on the scout hike today. We did, inquired Father. Great Scott, we did, wailed Mother. But, said Father. Nuts, said Mother. Father replied, my golf game. Mother replied, my bridge game. But Mother, Father, Jane, and I were looking forward to this hike all week. Billy cried as he ran from the room. Jane, Mother, Father cropped out again. Billy growled. Oh no, said Jane. Mother, Father, Billy, that's not true. Jane, Father retorted. Billy, tell Father it's true. Jane shrieked. Mother, tell Billy and Father. Who's the boss here? Father cried, I am, dear. Mother said to Father, and suddenly Father, Mother, Billy, and Jane looked out the typical windows of their typical mortgaged home. Jane. Kind of like stacking the calls there. Look, Father and Mother. Look, Jane, Billy shouted. It's raining. Now we'll have to take that scout hike next week, said Mother to Father, Billy, and Jane. Let's give them a nice shot. It's a great story, Becky. Great story.
Thank you. That's great. Again, how about a nice hand for Mike and Gail Seastrom? And in case you've been wondering where some of these people have been that you haven't seen them today, the Board of Governors has been in a meeting since 2 o'clock this afternoon. And, of course, Mike is still on the board. Melton is on the board. Randy Dougherty is on the board. Who else? Anybody else that I had in here on the board? Huh? Was Deborah on the after party? I didn't see her. You know, I don't think I would have missed that. But that are involved in the after party, and I talked them into sneaking out and leaving the Board of Governors meeting to come in here and help us. So thank you guys very much. We appreciate it. Now, oh, no, Herb Egender. How about a nice hand for Herb Egender?
When John called me to participate this evening, I looked at what our motto was this time, a new beginning, and I thought, well, maybe we could make a new beginning in after parties also. Certainly we want to have fun at our after parties, but I thought that perhaps one time we could introduce something a bit educational, perhaps a little more cultural. And so to that end, I just want to bring you a brief story about an individual, a rural individual who raised farm animals for a living. Boy, it's getting warm in here. Just let me take my coat off a little bit. Working up the sweat. Boy. The story goes something like this. There was an old man, and he had an old sow. Ow, I diddle ow. There was an old man, and he had an old sow. A lass of a round array. Oh, Susanna's a funny old man. And Susanna's a funny old man. And this old sow... No. You don't get the nuance of this song unless you participate. You don't really appreciate it unless you participate. So, let's see how we'll do this. A lot of empty seats there. So from this aisle over, this part of the audience, I'd appreciate it very much if you'd help me with it. You're going to be my snorters. All together, after a count of 1, 2, 3, we're going to practice all together. 1, 2, 3. It cleans your sinuses out wonderfully. So when it comes time for that, you be ready. Now let's see. Would you please stand up, ma'am? Because you have a red shirt on. We can see. From that lady over here to the aisle, you're going to be our toothers. And when I walked in and looked at you, I knew you were a bunch of toothers. So I know you can do quite well. After the count of 3, now we're all going to practice. May I suggest that you don't face your neighbor directly when you do this? 1, 2, 3. That was a pretty weak, but that's all right. Everybody over here, and I really need your help, you're going to be my whistlers, because I can't whistle very well. So when it comes time to whistle, you've really got to whistle as loudly as you can. Okay? So when I say, old Suzanne is a funny old man, I'm going to point to you, and you're going to do that for me. Ready? Old Suzanne is a funny old man. Well, that's better than nothing. We've established the fact now that this old man had an old sow. And this old sow had 3 little pigs, idle eggs, and this old sow had 3 little pigs. Alas, for all the ray, are you ready? Oh, Susanna's a funny old man, and Susanna's a funny old man. You did pretty well, guys, but you've got to get a little more enthusiasm into it. A little more. Give that lady a Kleenex over there, too. My sisters are pretty good over here. Gentlemen in the 3rd row, no cheating now, just the lips and the thumb. That way. Now, you whistlers have really got to get with it, you know. You have to pucker up and blow it out your embouchure. Yeah, that's right. Well, anyhow, there was a problem. These 3 little pigs. They tried to jump over the garden wall. All, hide-diddle, all. They tried to jump over the garden wall. Alas, for all the ray. One more time, are you ready? Oh, Suzanne is a funny old man. And Suzanne is a funny old man. You were wonderful. Give yourselves a hand.
Story of my life. Yeah. Why is it called a TV set when you only get one? Let's see. What do you guys need? Dick and Betty Parrish from Hobbs, New Mexico. Y'all come on up here. Give them a nice hand, y'all.
Test 1, 2.
Wait a minute.
Didn't have it turned on.
It didn't have. Still not on. Story of my life. Can't turn it on. When I do turn it on, still don't work. Oh, got to have this on down here. Got 2 on, but no wonder I can't get it to work. Hello? Hello? This is, St. Peter and Sister Patricia.
Bless you. Bless you.
And guess what I get to be? Ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling.
Do it again.
Ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling.
This is Purdy Gates, St. Peter. How can I help you?
This is Sister Patrice. Here on Earth. Use your microphone, St. Peter.
Got it.
Okay.
Yeah, wait.
St. Peter, this is Sister Patrice.
Yeah,
Here on Earth.
Sister Patrice?
Yes, St. Peter.
From Earth?
Yes.
Well, what's your problem, sister?
Well, I tell you, I have just loved life, but I am so tired, and the world's getting so mean. I want to come to heaven. What do I have to do to come to heaven?
Well, you have to commit 3 sins and be forgiven of those 3 before you can enter the Purdy Gates.
Oh, I'd be glad to.
You'll be glad to, is that correct?
Yes, because I want to come to heaven. What do I have to do?
Well, I imagine probably one of the worst sins that I can think of is excessive smoking.
Oh, no. No. I've never smoked in my life. It might stunt my growth.
Well, that's the only thing. Just excessive smoking.
Well, I really don't think I can, because I've never smoked a cigarette.
If you can, I'll forgive you of it. But
I want to try, because I do want to come to heaven.
Well, call me back tomorrow.
Oh, okay. I'll call you back tomorrow, St. Peter.
Goodbye.
Tomorrow. Ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling.
Pearly Gates, St. Peter, call.
St. Peter.
Oh, yeah, you got that cigarette, Hank, don't you?
This is Sister Patrice here on Earth, and I smoked a whole carton.
Makes you feel good, don't it?
No, I'm so sick.
Well, I'll tell you what, you done a good job. I'm going to forgive you that.
Oh, wonderful. What's the next sin?
Okay, the next sin would be excessive drinking.
Oh.
Just grab a bottle of hooch and get after yourself.
Oh, no. I've never drank a drop in my life.
Well, that's the only way you're going to get up here.
Well, I want to come to heaven. I tell you, I'll try, and I'll call you back tomorrow.
Give me a call. Bye.
Tomorrow. Ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling.
Yeah, this is Pearly Gates, St. Peter speaking.
Ooh, not so loud. You're hurting my head.
You're hungover, are you?
Oh, yes.
You really tired going on, did you, sister?
Ooh, not so loud. It hurts my head.
Oh, well, you'll get over that. You'll get over that. I'll tell you what, I'll forgive you that sin.
Oh, good, because I would never want to drink again.
Well, I don't think you'll have to, sister.
What is the last sin so I can hurry and get to heaven?
All right, the last thing that's on the agenda is sleeping with a man.
What?
That's right.
I'm a nun. I wouldn't think of it. I don't even look at men.
Well, you better start looking, sister.
Oh, I don't think I can, but I do want to come to heaven. I tell you what, I'll call you back.
Call me back, sister. Bye.
Bye.
Is it tomorrow already?
It's later.
Is it later than tomorrow?
It's later.
2 or 3 days later? Ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling.
St. Peter, this is Pearly Gates. How can I help you?
Hey, Pete.
Yeah.
This is Pat.
Yeah.
Give me 5 more weeks.
5 more weeks.
Come on, how about a nice hand for Dick and Betty? Thank you. And for all of our after-party contestants and participants, everybody that was in the after-party, thank you guys. Thank you all so much. And where's Ernie? Ernie Kenny's going to be in charge of the sing-along. Our after-party's officially over, but the evening's not officially over. Those of you who would like to stay and sing and do whatever you'd like to do in here that's that's decent, then we can stay here and do that. Ernie's going to sing. Old Ern. How about a nice hand for Ernie Kenny, would you? And we don't have a karaoke bar, so this is going to be our imitation karaoke bar with Mr. Ernie Kenny. And like I said, I've got some albums up here that are sing-along albums, and you're welcome to use them. They're 33 1/3. And I think Johnny's got some stuff. I don't know whether Johnny's still here or not. He was trying to get into the trying to get into the hotel. Johnny Preston's plane got canceled up in Seattle or somewhere, wherever he was today, and he just barely got here. So, talk to your neighbor, whatever you'd like to do. We're going to have a sing-along here just as soon as Ernie gets rigged up.
Where's this thing? Woo, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Where's my mic? Here? Mic 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. If any of you guys, I have gobs of records up here. I'm going to start off with an old Eddie Arnold song. If anybody would like to join in, please do so. This is one that Eddie did back in the olden days. We'll see if the sound works, the microphones work and everything, and just help me. No, that's not the one. I didn't know this was my job until about 3 minutes ago. I want to get the tone set here if I can get some help. How many arms have held you and hated to let you go? How many, I wonder, but I really don't want to know. How many lips have kissed you and set your soul aglow? How many, I wonder, make me wonder, and always make me guess, and even if I ask you, darling, don't confess, just let it remain secret. But darling, I love you so. No wonder, I wonder, though I really don't want to know. Well, it's always good to start off with a little peppy song, isn't it, John? You're next. Did you know that, John?
I'm going to put these out here where everybody can see them.
Yeah, we got lots of records up here, so you got, put mine out there too. And we'd like to have anyone who wants to sing. Microphones up here, and some of the microphones work. No, don't put all that's my square dash. That's my whole. I'm kind of into cowboy poetry too, and I ran across this a while back, and I'll pass it on to you. It was written by Jeffrey Godfrey or something like that. And it's a cowboy poem, and the name of this poem is Buck Slocum. Buck Slocum. Remember that name. Buck Slocum checked his gear to be sure nothing had been forgot. Hat, boots, jeans, and spurs, and a bandana tied in a knot. He hung the kerchief full of grub over the horn of his saddle.
he mounted his horse, waved to the house, and rode off to check on the cattle. He knew the limits of his range and the distance his horse could carry. In an easy-going lope, he rode out the gate. He didn't have time to tarry. Over to the fire plug, then up the tree that grew in this neighbor's yard. Then to the mailbox and back to the porch. A cowboy's work sometimes is hard. He stopped for a bite of something to eat over by the shrubs and the roses. This is how the real cowboys did it, eating on the ground, he supposes. He gets back on the old stick and heads off easy. He's got to finish his chore. He knows the range will be bigger next year, but of course by then he'll be 4. I'm going to sing right now. Just get over there and shut up. I'm going to sing old Bob Nolan. Bob Nolan wrote this song. How many know? No, you're not old enough to remember Bob Nolan, are you? He wrote this song many years ago. The Pioneers recorded it once, and I think it was never published anywhere, but we picked it up and did it on one of our albums. It's a little waltz, and there's been some round dances written to it, too. So enjoy. Sing with me if you like, because if you would only be mine. I'd go to the end of the world for you if you would only be mine. I'd make all the dreams that you dream come true if you would only be mine. Ask and you'll receive, you know I love you, you're all I'll ever need. I'd give you the moon and the stars that shine if you would only be mine. This violin was built in England in 1620. Like the good book tells us, just ask and you'll receive, you know I love you, you're all I'll ever need. I'd give you the moon and the stars that shine if you would only be mine. Help me, John. If you would only be... I'm not singing to you, mine. I'm singing to you, John. Isn't that a pretty song? Bob Nolan wrote that back in about 1938, I think it was. And, okay, you're up, boy. I do too. Look these over, guys. This is it. Oh, well, you know what? We don't have the bar.
Everybody ain't drunk. See if this microphone is working.
Does this one work?
Yeah.
Is this working? Is this one working?
And this song I'm going to sing, you probably know this, but I want you to see if you can hold this note as long as I do down in there somewhere.
Satin sheets to lie on, satin pillow to cry on. Still, I'm not happy, don't you see? Big long Carolina, I've given you everything that money can buy. But my money can't hold you tight like he does on a cold, cold night. Oh no, I didn't keep you satisfied. Satin sheets to lie on, satin pillow to cry on. Still, I'm not happy, don't you see? Big long Cadillac, tailor-made upon my back. Still, I want you to set me free. I want you to hold that note as long as I do now. Satin sheets to lie on, satin pillow to cry on. Still, I'm not happy, don't you see? Big long Cadillac, tailor-made upon my back. Still, I want you to set me free. Still, I want you to set me free.
Who's next? Somebody you wanted to sing a song. Wasn't it you? Who? Somebody had a record picked out wanting to sing. Off of one of my albums or something or another. No, but these things belong to me. They belong to my son, Vernon.
If a stealth bomber crashes in the forest, will it make a sound? If a stealth bomber crashes in the forest, will it make a sound?
Boom. Before I do this song, for the past 10 years I have sang this song to my wife on our anniversary. This year, and May the 1st, I hope to sing it to her again for our 51st. Have I told you lately that I love you? Could I tell you once again somehow? Could I tell with all my heart and soul how I adore you? Well, darling, I'm telling you now. My world would end today if I should lose you. I'm no good without you anyhow. Dear, have I told you lately that I love you? Well, darling, I'm telling you now. Have I told you how deep that I love you? I do too. When the stars are shining in the sky, have I told you why the nights are long when you're not with me? Well, darling, I'm telling you now. My world would end today if I should lose
Incidentally, my name is, in case somebody didn't catch it during the skit a while ago, my name is Bill Williamson, and I'm from Benson, Arizona.
Really? Where's Benson, Arizona? Amarillo by morning. I got it right there. Armadillo by morning.
Do, 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 do. 1, 2, 1, 2. All right, 1, 2. By the way, John, did you hear about that two old boys from Texas went fishing? Okay. And they're out there, and that one caught this big bass, and he reeled it in. He's about 18 pounds. Reached down in here, says, all sorts of funny colors, gold colored. Dipped down in the water, got that out. The old boy went to get the hook out, and the fish started to talk, and he says, if you let me go, I will grant you a wish. The other old boy looked at the other one, and he says, did you hear that? And the fish started to talk again. He says, if you let me go, I'll grant you a wish. So the old boy looked at it and says, well, we ain't got anything to lose. It's only fish. So he took the hook out and he says, fish, I want you to turn this lake into beer. So he tossed the fish out. Fish went down, and sure enough, the lake turned to beer. And the other boy looked at him and he said, you know what? That was a stupid wish. Now we got to pee in the boat. Think about it. You'll get it. I'm going to cheat a little bit here. I'm going to look at the words so I don't forget because Ernie's standing up here. That's why. If I can get this thing to work. There it is. Way out here they've got a name for wind and rain and fire. The fire's Test and the wind is Joe, but they call the wind Mariah. Mariah blows the stars around and sends those clouds a-flying. Mariah makes the mountains sound like folks are up there dying. Oh, Mariah, Mariah, they call the wind Mariah. Before I knew Mariah's name, I heard her wail and wailing. I had a girl and she had me, and the sun was always shining. But then one day I left my girl, I left her far behind me, and now I'm lost, so doggone lost. Not even love can find me. Oh, Mariah, Mariah, they call the wind Mariah. Oh, Mariah, Mariah, they call the wind Mariah. Way up here they've got a name for rain and wind and fire. When you're lost and all alone, there ain't no word but lonely. Yes, I'm a lost and a lonely man, without a star to guide me. Mariah, blow my love to me. I need my girl beside me.
wind, Mariah, Mariah, Mariah.
Chuck Hansen, and I spend my winters in Yuma, Arizona, and Phoenix, driving back and forth, and from Utah originally.
Utah.
Hurricane.
Utah.
Oh, you just went right here. 1, 2. Okay. Now, why not? I was planning to take this one home and learn it. Which one of these mics has the gain on it? Whoa, whoa, whoa. What? Must be that one. I got a big voice. And I got a cold. Anyway, my name's Ron Nilsson. I'm from Anderson, California, a little place about 9 miles south of Redding. And I call all the way from California to Winnemucca, Nevada, and back. Well, yeah, I go over there in one day. It takes 8 hours to get there. You want to help me on this, Ernie? Yes, you don't. Amarillo by morning. I got Ernie on there, too. I asked you if you wanted to help me. You just didn't listen. You know, I was going to do that as a joke, but then you walked off and it didn't work. Side space, transfer. Amarillo by morning. Up from San Antonio, everything that I've got is just what I've got on. When the Texas sky, the sun is high, I'll be burning at the county fair, bucking at the county fair. Amarillo by morning, Amarillo, I'll be there. Took my saddle in Houston, broke my leg in Santa Fe, lost my wife and my girlfriend somewhere along the way. I'll be looking for 8 when they pull that gate, and I hope that judge ain't blind. Amarillo by morning, Amarillo is on my mind. Amarillo by morning, up from San Antonio, everything that I've got is just what I've got on. I ain't got a dime, but what I got is mine. I'm not rich, but Lord, I'm free. Amarillo by morning, Amarillo is where I'll be. Amarillo by morning, Amarillo is where I'll be. Oh yeah. Real good. I've never done that song. You believe that? I got to go and get Bridge herself.
Well, you better go buy it.